I'm Robbie Meeker. I'm the technical team agronomist here in East Central Illinois.
I'm Brad Wade. I'm a farmer in McLean, Illinois, and Advantage Seeds, LG Seeds dealer.
Jacob Wade from Hayworth, Illinois, with Advantage Seeds and head up the research for Wade Farms.
I'm Mark Jerome. I'm sales account manager here in East Central Illinois. Work closely with Brad and Jacob with their dealership at Advantage Seeds.
So Brad, how long have you been with LG Seeds, and when did you start?
I've been with LG Seeds since before they were LG Seeds. We were a Callahan dealer back in the 80s and have been with the company ever since.
Okay.
So 30 years.
30 years. Wow.
Can you give us a little bit of background on what you guys are doing with your dealership?
We've more recently tried to take the next level approach to our dealership and trying to raise the goals for all of our customers. So we're trying to package digital ag as well as some of LG's top performing products to make that happen.
Can you give us a little background of how long you've been utilizing digital ag and kind of what you're doing here with your dealership, you know, whether it's in your own farm or when it comes to the dealership level, what are you guys using it for?
So digital ag really started with us back before I was on the farm in strip till, and we utilized that to better the strip till environment that we were using. And then when Field View came available with Precision, we've been using Field View ever since. And between Field View and Advantage Acre, it's been able to tie the whole complete package from pre-plant all the way through harvest to record all the records.
And Brad, in your eyes, how are you guys utilizing digital ag on the operation, in your operation, but then also with the dealership level?
Well, it's just helped capture the data better of everything we're doing, and also the weather component of it is really an interesting part of helping us planning when we think we might have windows to do work this coming spring. And from a customer standpoint, we're trying to bring key customers on board with it and get them used to using the technology and helping them raise their game a little bit.
Okay. What are you looking for? You say key customers. What type of customers are you targeting the digital ag approach with? Are they just the average, I go out plant my corn type of growers, or I'm trying to push the limits and kind of like how you guys do on your own operation, exceed to the next level?
Well, it really depends. It doesn't, you don't limit it to a large grower, you don't limit it to a small. It's just somebody that's looking to better their operation. I mean, anybody's a candidate for this that wants to improve.
So I know that there's a lot of digital ag tools out on the market today that are offered to growers. What do you look for, what do you see as a unique feature of the different platforms available like Advantage Acre?
So a couple of unique things about Advantage Acre would be the weather trends portion of it. That's a really unique overlay. Being able to tell what stage your plant is in is very helpful just for planning of when you might do a fungicide application, as well as the interactive soil maps help you do a variable rate population, as well as be able to put test blocks in specific areas where you know the soil type is the same is a very big benefit.
Yes. So between the on-farm research that you guys are doing with Wade Farms, you know, you're obviously getting to learn these products better than what just a product guide tells you. How are you taking the information when you learn, the more you learn about a product, how are you taking that with a program like Advantage Acre to help better place it for not only your own operation, but for your customers?
Well, it's nice to be able to fine-tune a recommendation for a grower based on a soil type, based on his cultural practices, just based on how he's farming in general. And then if we can add to that database from one year to the next with a specific hybrid, we feel like we can bring a lot more value to him than just selling him a good corn, and we can help make it as best as it can be. And a really important thing I think we discovered this year using climate was manipulating the data to get an accurate look at something as simple as a side-by-side. How many times we go out there and plant something side-by-side and we think, boy, that's going to tell me everything I need to know. And then when you look at it electronically, you say, oh, well, this pass had an issue in hydrous application, or I had the combine stop for some reason, or the planter screwed up, or who knows what. So you can go in and really analyze the data and make sure you're looking at, exactly oranges to oranges or apples to apples, and really know your data is solid. And then if you have the opportunity to replicate the data on 3 or 4 passes of something, and climate makes it very easy to do, then you've got data you can really use.
Yep.
Because I think even side by side, going into a Y wagon can be very misleading. It's just not accurate anymore.
I know utilizing Climate Field View on your guys' operation, as you displayed in your post-harvest meeting, it really helps validate what you guys are selling to your customers by backing it up on your own farm and showing them results that you saw on your own operation, which is huge, and customers see a lot of value in that.
And one thing that I think really makes that big is just our area around here is way different than somewhere that maybe 25 miles away. So
Absolutely.
we're taking everything that we learned from plots and taking it with a grain of salt and incorporating it on our own farm research. And then I tried to give that to our customers to tell them what works on our operation around here. And hopefully they can replicate it on their farm.
Live Mythbusters.
Yep.
Good way to look at it.
We're just always trying to make ourselves more than just a seed corn or seed bean sales place. We want to be a source for knowledge, a source for, hey, this worked, this didn't work. Not everything works that you try.
Right.
So trying to ferret some of that out for our growers, that's really the advantage for us. Trying to do things the competition's not doing.
Yep.
And so we've talked a lot about how you guys are utilizing Digital Ag, Vantage Acre, Climate Field View, in your operation. When it comes to customer experience now, how are you guys going to incorporate that so you can give what you guys have experienced on your side of things, provide them with the same experience on theirs?
Well, what we've noticed when we've started doing this data with other customers is that price becomes kind of a second talked about option, and you're able to talk about soil types and placement and what things they're doing on their operation to make the hybrid successful. And so it really helps us sell the customer, and we're more than just a seed corn, we're adding several other things to the value.
We want our dealership to be a place they go to for additional knowledge, especially about our products, but secondarily just their own farm. If we can help them learn more about their farm, we're doing our job at that point. So we've been lucky enough to create a space here where we have a lot of technology available, and we get guys coming in here and starting inputting the data, and then they have to come back throughout the year. They don't have to come back here to do it, but they can come back here and see where we're at, how the program's working, what's crop look like,
Yep.
and how that all fits into the Digital Ag platform.
It makes you more than just a dealer.
I've had customers call me up out of the blue and say, I just want to thank you so much because you're doing things that other dealers aren't even approaching to do. You're giving me research that I can't do on my own, and you're sharing your information, you're not keeping secrets. And he just couldn't say enough about how much that meant to him as a customer. A really fun thing that's kind of been an evolution here the last couple of years. I used to go to a farmer's house and sit around his table, and we talk about features and benefits and all that. Now we've got guys coming in here, and we sit around the big table and we kind of conduct what I call the interview. Before we're selling them a hybrid, I got to make sure it fits. It's like going to a dog breeder and they're interviewing you before they let you have this dog. They want to make sure it's going to a good home. So I want to make sure I'm putting our hybrids in the right place, giving it a good home. If a guy says, hey, I want some of this hot new hybrid I heard about, and we'll say, well, how are you going to treat it? Where's it going to live? When are you going to harvest it? All these things. And if that doesn't fit that hybrid, we'll say, that's a good hybrid, but maybe for not what you're doing. So we conduct the interview, we figure out what goes where. Digital Ag is going to become a much bigger part of that in the future. And it's just a really fun way to sell, because we sit here for an hour and talk about everything except price.
Yeah.
It's all agronomy. It's all about how we can get this to have the biggest payback.
And I've just sat here and witnessed that.
It's a really fun way to sell.
Yeah.
And the farmer, they'll walk out the door, and on the way, oh yeah, how much was that going to be?
Yeah.
It's almost an afterthought, and that's happened more than once. So, you have to be price competitive. You don't have to be the cheapest,
Yeah.
and you don't have to be the highest, but just be competitive.
Yeah.
That's a much funner way to sell product.
Brad, what advice would you give a star partner that's looking to dip their toe in the water into the Digital Ag field?
if you're looking to grow your business, if you're looking to stay at the level you're at and not lose business, digital ag is going to have to become part of what you're doing. The competition's doing it. Farmers are doing it on their own. They're expecting that out of their suppliers, and you've got to learn how to be a player with this stuff on some level. Just get started this year. Don't wait another year.